Hey, here's how to saute anything like a professional chef. We're gonna use zucchini because it's full of water, and this might be one that you've sauteed before and then end up with a puddle of water in the bottom of your saute pan. A fun cut to do with zucchini is split it lengthwise, so you end up with 2 cut halves like this. Then lay your cut side down onto your cutting board. Pick up your knife, hold it at an angle, make your first cut, then you're gonna turn your zucchini 90 degrees, hold your knife at the same angle, and make your second cut. Turn it back the other way 90 degrees, hold the same angle, make another cut, and just repeat. And you'll end up with these uniform, rounded off triangles. The biggest mistake that people make when sauteing is not using enough heat. You want your pan to be hot first, then you add a couple tablespoons of oil, usually enough to just coat the bottom of the pan, and visually when your oil is hot enough, it's gonna have a shimmery effect to it. Then add whatever you're sauteing, and lay this out in a single layer. You don't want to overcrowd your pan, you want to give what you're sauteing plenty of room. Then just leave it alone. Don't go messing around with it. The more you move this pan, the more you're going to drop the heat of the pan. And don't forget, you can always adjust the heat after this is going. If something looks a little bit too dark, turn your heat down a little bit. And these larger chunks of zucchini also help me demonstrate a good point, because we can visually see when they have this nice color on them, so we know it's time to stir it up. And when it comes to the quantity of oil, too much oil can drop the heat of your pan, so visualize if you had all your vegetables in a bowl, how much oil you would use to coat them in the bowl. Now with a lot of other vegetables, they're either cooked or they're not, but because you can eat zucchini raw, the doneness of this is up to you. But if all else fails, the foolproof way is just to give one a taste. These zucchinis are right where I want them. They're deliciously golden brown with still a little bit of texture left. But at this point, this is where you would want to add things like garlic, a good pinch of kosher salt, and a pinch of black pepper. You can season these whenever you want, but with more watery vegetables like mushrooms or zucchini, salting them early can leak out water instead of letting it evaporate from the pan. Maybe some Parmesan, and follow me if there are any other cooking methods that you'd like to learn about.